What's up?
What's up? Welcome back to my channel, guys. It's your girl, Her Excellency. Today I'll be showing you guys how to recreate this eye look, but before we get started, please subscribe. Hit that subscribe button and turn on that notification button so you know when I'm dropping a video. Like, come on. I hope you guys like what I'm doing. Anyways, let's get into it. Today we're going to be using taking the Brazil palette by BH Cosmetics. Our first shade is that transition shade. I'm going to be popping it right on my crease and trailing it right to my inner corner of my eyes and blend that in. Next, we're going to be taking this light pink shade because you know spring is all about colors. We need them colors to come through this spring, okay? Colors and glitter all spring. And I'm just popping that shade all over my eyes, and I'm going to be taking this hot pink and placing it directly where I put that transition shade in that lighter pink. After I blend those pinks together, I'm going to be going in with this deep purple shade in order to define my crease a little bit more. And I'm just going to keep going back in that palette. You see how I used that shade look? I'm going to keep using that shade until my crease is popping, y'all. Like, next, I'm going to be going into that same palette and taking that black shadow and kind of forming a cut crease with that shadow along where I placed that purple shadow. The way you can find out where to place that shadow is right below your brow bone. If you touch your eyes, you can feel like a bone. Place it right below that brow bone and slowly trail it off. This will create that definition that we want with this. I'm using a powder because it's easier to blend out without getting messy rather than using an eyeliner. Now, if I were to cover my whole lid with black, I would use like a gel liner, but since I only want it concentrated on my crease, I'm using a powder. Next, I'm going to carve out my crease using e.l.f. eye primer. And I'm using the Topher applicator because I didn't know where my brush was, and I'm just like, I'm not even about to look for it. Let me just use what I got. But I'm trying not to dip back into it. So I'm just going to use that and define my crease. As you can see, I am not using concealer for this part because concealer as an eye primer, it's going to crease, okay? I'm going to be packing a lot of color onto my eye, and because of how creamy concealer is, it's going to crease in between the folds of my eye. But a natural eye primer is much lighter than concealer. So I prefer to use this primer rather than reaching for a concealer. Murder on the beat. Because I lost some of my crease definition after I cut it with the primer, I'm going to go back in with that black powder and redefine it because that is very important in this look. I want my crease to pop or else we're not popping. Like, what else? Right now, I'm just going to blend out the end of my eye look towards the outer corner of my eyes. I'm going to blend it in with that same purple that I got the first time. in order to make that pop some more, I'm going to be taking these 3 colors and I'm going to be placing them not necessarily in the middle, but mainly towards the outer corner of my eyelids, so that crease would pop, you know, light and dark transition, you know, it pops more. And I'm just going to try to, oh guys, this shadow is so pigmented, like I love it so much. I place and it's there, and then the Morphe brushes that I just got, it packs on so well. Like, this is coming from someone who's used drugstore brushes. Like, I've been through the struggle of brushes, and the Morphe brushes, guys, they're worth it. Like, I was doing my shadow and I'm like, yo, it usually takes me longer to do my eyeshadow, but now I'm done in like 10 minutes. Okay, I'm gassing, maybe like 20. I'm just using my hand to warm that up, trying to make sure that it spreads exactly like it spreads just exactly what my right eye. Your hands are the original brushes. They work just as well as eyeshadow brushes, but those Morphe brushes, guys, those are lit. But because I have other colors due to the fact that I finished my other eye, I need my hand to direct those lighter colors onto the outer corner of my eyelid. Next, I'm going to be taking this white kind of shimmer like color and placing it towards the inner corner of my eyelids and trailing it onto the end to blend those colors that I placed there. This is going to make my eyelid pop. This is also going to make my lid pop because it's a lighter color. Light makes dark pop, you know what I'm saying? And I'm just going to place that all over my eyelid, you know, bringing that spring vibe. Shades I put out there, so I'm just gonna grab a brush and tap it back in just to make sure that that definition and dimension is there. I don't want it to look too harsh, so I'm trying to make sure that everything is blended together. Blending is the most important part of makeup. Even if you don't know how to do makeup, make sure you know how to blend. I'm going to start next with my eyeliner, starting in the center. Because I don't want this eyeliner too thick, that's why I started in the center. And then I'm going to go to the front of my eye and connect that line. It looks like I'm messing up, but you know, in my head, I know what I'm doing. So I guess that's okay. So I'm going to connect those lines and then I'm going to trail it to the end and make a very slim cat liner. The liner is not the star of the show. This shadow in this palette is. Next, I'm going to be popping on these glitter liners that I got from Amazon. Pretty cheap. I got like 10 in a pack and it was like $5. And they're very pigmented and they work really well. I'm going to be placing it right along my brow bone, or in other words, right above that black outline I created for my crease. The reason I'm adding glitter is because spring is fun, spring is exciting, and glitter is live. Like, glitter is one thing in makeup that's never going out of style. So I'm going to place that and I'm going to connect. I'm not going all the way like the liner. I'm stopping right in the center of my eyelid and I'm going to bring it down towards the inner corner of my eyelid, like I'm doing like a highlighted inner corner but with glitter. And that's going to make my shadow pop. That's going to bring this look together and make it look like I worth $1 million. I'm going to right ahead and pop some mascara on my lower lash line. All the colors that I placed as my crease color, I also placed it on my lower lash line. I'm going to go ahead and pop lashes from my own personal collection. These are Olisa Mecca, and voila. I went ahead and finished my face off camera. Next, I'm going to be finishing up my look with Huda Beauty. I think this is the color Crush in her matte lipstick line. I'm gonna first top off my lips with this, and then I'm going to finish up with the Fenty Beauty. It's Fenty Beauty. I'm sorry, excuse my accent. Fenty Beauty Gloss Bomb, and that's just gonna bring everything together.
the breakdown.
This is the final look, the final eye look. This is something fun, something creative. It's very simple to do. It looks complicated, but it's very simple. Thank you so much for watching. Please like, comment, subscribe, recreate, share. Tell your mother to tell her mother to tell her father about this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you again.
Watch the breakdown.